Good morning, you beautiful people. So I said to Lucas, it smells pretty, eh? And he was shaking his head. Lucas, I smell mooi, ne? And so this is the incredible growth that we got from these plants since we gave them the swamp water or the mint tea. It might just be because it's a hell of a lot of water. We took that 200 liter drum and chucked it in here. Or it might be because it smells like absolute crap. I boiled some sheep intestines and things in here quite a long time ago, and it seems like that smell is still around. And then this is now the second batch of mint that I've been brewing for this patch here to see if I can get rid of the termites. And I must say I haven't seen any new termite activity at all yet. All of these black plants here is cooked mint, and all of this is brand new growth from this tea. So this seems to be a wonderful muti. I'm thinking of cooking this for my peaches and everything as well. This might be a great plan. So for those who's been watching my channel, last year we planted birdseed mix and beans all over the place, and we had so much beans in these little holes, like this, like that, etc., that we can just walk through the farm and eat beans. We ate, and we thought this year we'll do the same. So we dug the little holes. I say beans, but it's actually cowpeas. We planted tons and tons of cowpeas, and we planted some bird mix. There's one cowpea that made it. And bird mix, all sorts of seeds that you find with birds. And then I planted a hell of a lot of butternuts, like 1 kilogram of butternut seed. And okay, so the guinea fowl, right when the raining season started, they came in here and started scratching and pecking and so forth. And we just replanted every time that they scratch, and we thought we'll get ahead of them. Butternuts came up, cowpeas came up. You can see here there's some peas, some things growing in the holes, but definitely not even close to the same extent as last year. And my thinking is, because the native grasses came up, see there's a couple of things growing in that hole over there, because the native grasses came up and just overshadowed everything. I think that's the reason why we didn't get the same harvest we did get last year. Last year we started with basically a blank seed bank. We only had see there's a couple of bird seeds coming, different kinds of sorghum, etc. coming up, and we only basically had weeds come up for the first couple of months, and then the grass started coming last year. This year we had some grass that was already green almost throughout the year, and that caused a lot of things to not even show up. The weeds that we received is completely different, so it's a different kind of weed. We now have the John Deere's. Last year it was a small flat thorn bush that enjoys heat. It needs a certain amount of heat before it pops up. This year it's those John Deere flowers, those yellow flowers you see all over the place. Call them John Deere's because they are yellow and green, and they need different circumstances to grow up. So even our weeds have changed. We had some pumpkins, steel pumpkins growing here, and one day I was here and I started flowering and there was bees all over the place. 2-3 days later I came back and the whole plant was just gone. Like I said to the ladies, it looked like somebody yanked them out and carried them away. There's still a couple of pumpkins here and there, but they're just completely gone. Something must have gotten in here and eaten them. This we did water with the hose quite a bit when we started, so there's a couple of sorghum and things like that growing here, which looks kind of okay. in the car again, driving very slowly. As I left town, there was no rain in town. As I'm approaching my farm, there is rain, and you can see the water is starting to run. Let me just plug it out. There next to the road, all of this water is going to my land. How cool is that? Approaching the farm now. You can see the water is really picking up speed. So this is the first time that we have some real running water on the ground. I just said to some people this morning that it's amazing that we get all of this rain, everything is green, but because of all this greenness, water's not running on the ground. So this is the first time that I think we're going to be able to make a rain moving where swales fill up, etc. Yeah, you can see no water is running out. Everything is running into Besh's dam. How cool is that? Just as I arrived home, the rain stopped. Guys just started with lunch, and I asked them to quickly come and help me. Just build a little swale here so the water goes into the papaya patch and feed the pumpkins and the moringas and the things in here. And so all the water running from the house, from the yard, is now entering the papaya patch. We build this swale 4 or 5 times a year. Almost every time it rains it breaks, but it fills up. There's quite a lot of water running out of the yard, and so we have to keep it maintained. We don't want to build it too high because it's a walking path, but you also need to keep it maintained so the water runs in there. So I'm in town at decor signs. Not a sign of rain. It is dry as a bone. Can't believe it's been raining on the farm like that. And I just got my little sign that I need to go put up. Now I'm not going close to those bees again, so you'll have to believe that it's going to go up on the bee shack. But how cool is this? So Beshi said we should start mulching the pig pens, and I had the same idea. We started mulching yesterday, putting the grass not too close to the fence, but everything on one spot where it's dry. Yesterday it wasn't this wet at all. The wetness and the muddiness picked up drastically. It's a pigsty at the moment. It's terrible, terrible. And I think a lot of it is because just drainage problem. If we dug, for instance, a little ditch from there to the back there, we might be able to get a lot of that water out. There is concrete in that back corner. That's why when we still used concrete for this, and that sort of makes a little dam. There's zincs there to try, because the pigs, what they like to do is they like to push their heads underneath in the wires and pull it out. So there's some zincs there. The pigsties keep on filling up, but the zincs, so there should actually be drainage, but because of zincs and cement and things like that, the drainage is terrible, and so they become these absolute pigsties. These mamas are so close. We're going to take a shovel now and open up where we can for the water to drain, and then we're going to add loads and loads more mulch. See if we can't get it, say, 30 centimeters thick. Somebody said I should get the truck that's always standing here, and I had the same idea, to go and collect all of that mulch in one go. Spoke to the guy that's in charge there, and he said no, the owners think there's still maybe some grass down there that's still in good condition. He has to speak to them. So help me, old thumbs. Hopefully they decide that there's nothing left to save. I honestly believe there's nothing left to save there, and then I can get that truck. I already spoke to the person that stores it here and asked him if he can't bring it back and bring me some grass. Well, it's not going to cost me much, just the diesel, which is great. I mean, that thing is huge. I think it's 24 cubes or something like that. That's a lot of grass to be loaded. So try and do something like this. Open it. Gift. I think if we can go downhill from here, I think if we go downhill from here, then we're gonna be good. Yeah, but we need to close the gate. We need to close the gate, otherwise we're gonna have other problems. and then go downhill, yeah, like that. Let's see. So after the rain today, our geyser wasn't on and we had clouds all day. Some of the horses are gonna sleep in the house camp tonight. Even the stables with roofs on got too wet. We don't want to put horses in them. On the plus side, look at this wonderful fig tree, how it grew over the last couple of weeks. The water from the washing machine runs there, and that's just enough to water this fig to such a nice extent. It grows so well. There is some mint. I doubt whether we'll ever have a farm again without mint. If only we could find a market strong enough. We'll see. Any case, that's going to be the end of my story. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.